Hey guys, Jim Halterman from TV Guide Magazine, TV Insider. I'm here with the men of Manifest.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. First question, Jeff, is going to be for you. Tell me, when you heard the show was being renewed and coming back, how did you decide where the show would pick up? Because you really could have done a lot of different things. Where did you go?
My eye has always been on the same North Star, Jim. You know that.
Yes.
We've always had one plan. It was always the same story. And the great luxury of being brought back by Netflix is that they gave us a ton of freedom. They said, keep making the same show that you've been making. Tell the same story. They gave us 20 episodes, which was enough for us to finish the story that we started, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. I've asked you that question before.
Maybe.
I know, just a little. I have to ask it, though. As we know from the trailer, Ben's looking a little rough when we first see him again.
Yes.
Personal grooming's been out the window for a while, it looks like.
Yeah, no razors in sight for Ben Stone. Yeah.
I mean, you played a lot of emotional beats with this guy, but I feel like this is a different level from what I've seen. Can you talk about where we find him emotionally at the start?
Yeah, I think it is a different level for him. I mean, we start, I think I can say this, Jeff, and I'm going to say it. We start 2 years ahead from where we left off in season 3. And Ben is in a spot. He's in a spot he can't really get out of or see a way out of. And he is trying to grieve his murdered wife, his kidnapped daughter, and personal hygiene has kind of gone out the window. But he is determined nonetheless and obsessed with finding his daughter back.
Okay, and he also has his son back, who we know that he's aged up a little. Yes.
Oh, were you going to ask?
No, that was. Okay. But I want to ask about that relationship as much as you can talk to. Like, how is their relationship when we see them?
I mean, I would say it's extremely complicated. I mean, Jeff and the writers wrote something super beautiful and rich and complicated between the two of them, and I think there's levels where Ben, unfortunately, blames Cal for some things, and it's hard for him to sort of let go of that, and it creates a lot of sad sort of tension moments filled with these two.
Yeah. Well, he has when we leave Cal at the end of season 3, a momentous thing has just happened to him. He's lost his mother. He's now in a different body, basically, and doesn't recognize himself. And then is still unpacking all of that and dealing with it when we come back in season 4 2 years later, because there has been no closure in the household. No. It is we are still very much living in that trauma, both of us, and is
okay.
But there's a lot of laughs.
Oh yeah, it's funny as hell though.
Matt and JR, I feel like it's got to be kind of the love triangle question in a way, because we know Michaela's with Zeke, but JR, you have that way of
a little bomb at the end of last season 3.
Just a little, but you have a way of looking at Michaela, at Melissa, when you work with her, that I think is going to fuel the fire. Can you talk to that a little bit or at all with what we're going to see?
I mean, I don't know exactly how much I can say at this point, but
well, start. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've obviously finished season 3 with a big bomb that he left in her arms, with Zeke watching. But 2 years have passed now, and I think the beautiful thing I really love about Jared so much this season is I feel like he's kind of, he's always had a lot of ups and downs, especially in the love department, and I feel like he's come into a place where he's very comfortable and happy, and there's a lighter sense to the energy between the relationship and the the Michaela fun little trio that we have built. So yeah, there's a really beautiful kind of, I think, arc that's come to I guess kind of like a friendship end now, that these two have yeah. They both love the same woman, and
they've been through a lot together.
Yeah, it's still going to be super complicated, but it could have definitely been. You see a lot of you still see like a friendship build through this last run. So,
okay. Matt, anything you want to add there?
Well, what do you mean? And what's the question? What, about their complicated relationship?
Yes.
Well, I mean, look, they've been through so much together, like I said, from season 1, season 2, and 3. And I think that it's almost like trauma bonded in a way. It's really complicated. Zeke respects Jared much more than he did at the beginning. And I think it's probably mutual. And he also appreciates the fact that this man means and meant so much to Michaela, and Zeke loves Michaela so unconditionally that he has to accept that for what it is, you know? It's complicated.
Okay. Daryl, at the start of this season, where's Vance? Is he helping Ben? Is he with Sanvi? Where's he in all this?
Well, without giving too much away, Vance is doing what Vance does. He's investigating and he's looking for answers. And again, he's a loyal wingman to Ben. And and he also gets to experience some things that you haven't seen before, some personal things.
Okay. I like angry Vance when he really just lays into somebody.
There's a little bit
I
of
like
that too. There's a little
Okay.
bit of that too. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, anything you want to add?
Just, I don't know if fun fact is right, but, this guy was hired for, one episode to, come out and tell the passengers that they've been missing for 5.5 years. And, to look at this guy is to love him, and he compelled us from the start, and 1 episode became 5 episodes, became 10 episodes. And he's with us to the bitter end because he's amazing.
He's amazing. You guys are all amazing. You guys, Manifest is back November 4th on Netflix.